bank it out for Nagel. Nagel straight away for Fernandez. Back to Nagel. 1:05 to play. Shot missed the net. Bouncing puck right wing side. Newmeyer is there. He's got two big red players around him. The wall scrum ensues. Colgate trying to dig it free. Under a minute to play. Bouncing puck loose. Fired on goal. Sullivan didn't get to the net. Got blocked. Robertson up the wall. It's off the stick of Fernandez into the neutral zone. 42 seconds to play. Fernandez from his own line. Colgate's got to hurry. Fernandez ramps it around the backboards. LaBelle leaves it back for Belpedio. Too soft on a touch. Cornell's got an open net. A Colgate player jumped off the bench to block it. That's 7 players on the ice. And Colgate's going to be called for too many men. Nobody even near the bench there. Someone jumped through the door with 7 men out there, and Cornell is credited with an empty net goal. As the officials say Colgate deliberately blocked that and pulled somebody on the ice. Cornell celebrates, and now the officials conferencing in front of the scorekeeper's area, but Cornell has been awarded a goal. Now the officials aren't even sure what they're doing here. Finally, PA announcer Big Jim is going to get the explanation from Ken Gates. Nothing's gone up on the scoreboard, but clearly a goal has been awarded to Cornell with the empty net open, and Colgate with a player jumping through the off the bench to block the empty net. Official counting the players on the ice. And back to live action we go. Colgate's going to get a dump in, but Cornell is going to come in here and sweep Colgate at home in the quarterfinals. Mike Schaefer and the Big Red, the defending champions, will be going back to Lake Placid to defend their crown. And for Colgate, a heartbreaking end to what was a brilliant year. Colgate's 18 wins, the most in the regular season, dating back to 2014-15. One last dump in, no icing. Ian Shane's going to come out of the goal, but that will not matter. And the horn sounds, and Cornell celebrating Ian Shane with his 14th career shutout. Cornell takes game 3, 3-0, and the series 2-0, and the Big Red fans on their feet applauding. And there you see Cornell mobbing Ian Shane. He has taken a lot of criticism as the gotten late into the season. Some of it deserved because he's not played well, but this weekend he was an absolute brick wall, and the Cornell defensive effort was fantastic. And the Big Red win this game 3-0. And Mike Schaefer with one last word for Anthony Kenny as Mike Carter comes across the ice to shake hands. First with Casey Jones and then Sean Flanagan, and then a handshake for Mike Schaefer. And think about this, folks. Mike Schaefer has been at Cornell so long. His first head coaching playoff series was actually against Colgate back in 1995-1996 when Harder was a player. And there's a handshake for Max Alberti, the equipment manager from Colgate. He's originally from Ithaca. He and the Cornell staff know each other very, very well. And so Mike Schaefer and the Big Red will ride on to Lake Placid. Coach Schaefer's career will continue as the teams line up for the post-series handshakes. And the players will all have a handshake and a hug for the guys that very much know each other. And a lot of these players played Junior A hockey together, so it's not a surprise for maybe a little bit longer of a conversation for some guys than others. With a win, Cornell will move on to Lake Placid, 16-10-6 overall, and the Raiders' season comes to an end. Still finishing over 500, 18-15-3. But certainly heartbreak for Colgate. The Raiders again heading into the playoffs, much like last year. Very high aspirations, high hopes indeed. But those hopes came crashing down this weekend against the Big Red Machine as Cornell with a 3-0 victory here in Hamilton. As the post-game handshakes continue for Colgate's 6 seniors. What a career they have had. 71 total wins, multiple trips to Lake Placid. Memories that will never be forgotten with the 2023 ECAC Hockey Championship. That banner hangs here at the 65. It's one of those things, win today and we'll walk together forever for that 2023 team. Those seniors will always remain a part of that. And Andrew Takis and Ian Shane, the last two just about through the handshake line. Chorsky and DePaulo for Colgate, the two seniors, are the final men in the line as they trade handshakes. Ian Shane, Alex DePaulo with a handshake and a hug. and Brett Chorsky and Ian Shane as well, as the Raiders line up at center circle for the post-game stick salute to the fans as the season has come to an end. They will salute their fans. Cornell waiting to salute their fans as well. The Big Red have stuck around before heading to the locker room. The Cornell fans are all still standing. For Colgate, very much thank you to the seniors, Brett Chorsky and Alex DiPaolo, as well as Nick Belpedio, a senior, Tommy Bergsland, part of that senior class, as well as the captain, Reed Irwin. They have represented their university well, and good luck to those young men as they head into their professional lives now that their hockey careers at Colgate have come to an end. Thank you for everybody that's been a part of our broadcast. Again, Patrick Cosgrove, Madison Ritzik, Andrew Bialik, Jackson Cowan. Thank you to the head coach of the Raiders, Mike Carter, for being so generous with his time. Connor Griffin, Jordan Dorosenko, Dan Fridgen for doing color one night, Lisa Deal, everybody in the Cornell Athletic Communications office, and thank you to you, the fans. One last time here in Hamilton from the 65. Your final score, Cornell 3, Colgate nothing. Cornell wins the series 2-0. I'll see you very much next year for varsity season number 96 of men's ice hockey here at Colgate. So long for now. You've been watching a presentation of ECAC Playoff Hockey on ESPN+.